and welcome to the latest daily updated Days of Our Lives news. Harris was in critical condition. Ava was panicked by the sudden tragedy. Ava Vitale, a character well known to Days of Our Lives fans, finds herself in a precarious position due to her connection to Harris Michaels. As the storyline unfolds, it becomes clear that Ava has been thrust into a situation where she must take on the responsibility of running Clyde Weston's drug business. The consequences of her failure to do so could result in dire consequences for Trip Johnson, a character whose fate seemed to hang in the balance. Ava's predicament is further complicated by Gil Carter, who believes that her connection to Harris could provide them with an advantage over the police. It is essential to note that while Ava may be caught in the middle of this dangerous web, she would never intentionally harm Harris. Nevertheless, her actions may inadvertently put him in a perilous situation, a fact that adds tension and complexity to the storyline. Days of Our Lives spoilers hints at Ava and Harris going on their first date, a moment that promises to strengthen their connection and ignite the sparks of romance. As they spend more time together, it becomes apparent that Harris is deeply drawn to Ava, leading him to seek a second date, hoping to further build on their intense connection. The storyline portrays a budding relationship filled with promise, and it leaves the audience rooting for the couple. While Ava's romance with Harris blossoms, she also becomes increasingly entangled in Clyde Weston's web of illegal activities. This involvement poses a significant problem, as Detective Michaels begins to investigate her link to Harris, picking up on various clues that could unravel the entire operation. If Harris learns too much about Ava's connection to Clyde, it is likely that Gil Carter will report back to Clyde with updates, setting off a chain of events that could have devastating consequences. The crux of the drama emerges when Clyde Weston, the kingpin of the drug business, decides that Harris poses a threat to their operations. In a shocking turn of events, Clyde orders an attempt on Harris' life. The soap opera's recent extended preview video showcases the intense and suspenseful scenes that follow. In the video, Harris is seen bleeding in an alley after a gunshot rings out, leaving the audience in shock and anticipation. Ava, who is deeply involved with Harris by this point, rushes to his side, displaying genuine concern for his well-being. Ava, torn between her loyalty to Clyde and her growing affection for Harris, faces an agonizing dilemma. She must ensure that Harris receives the medical attention he urgently requires while protecting her role in Clyde's pharmaceutical empire. In the wake of this crisis, Clyde will undoubtedly escalate his threats, further complicating Ava's situation. She remains burdened not only by the safety of Trip, who faces elimination if she fails in her duties, but also by the fear that her actions may have led to Harris' tragic ordeal in the alley. Days of Our Lives spoilers suggest that Harris' life hangs in the balance following the alley incident. The critical condition in which he finds himself underscores the gravity of the situation. As Ava rushes to his side, the audience is left in suspense, wondering if Harris will pull through. The storyline takes a darker and more dramatic turn, as the characters grapple with life and death decisions. The storyline also leaves viewers with an important question: is Clyde Weston truly responsible for the tragic events that have unfolded? The audience is left speculating whether Clyde's orders to eliminate Harris were carried out successfully, or if there is more to this complex story than meets the eye. The enigmatic character of Clyde Weston continues to cast a shadow of uncertainty and fear over the lives of those involved in his criminal empire. In conclusion, the Days of Our Lives spoilers have provided fans with a gripping and suspenseful storyline. Ava Vitale's connection to Harris Michaels had thrown her into a dangerous web of crime and intrigue, where she must navigate her loyalty to Clyde Weston while developing a romantic bond with Harris. The recent alley incident, in which Harris is left bleeding and in critical condition, has left the audience in a state of shock and anticipation. As the storyline unfolds, it remains to be seen whether Clyde is truly responsible for this tragedy or if there are deeper layers to the narrative.